Because we just want to point out we have Jenica and Jonda with us here in spirit tonight. They are both very, very sick.
Boo.
Like bad fevers, and they share an office together, which means it's like,
Jenica, you're so hot.
They are equal.
Rika, you're so hot.
Get better, you guys. We're gonna like press on.
We miss you.
We miss you lots. Thanks to Paul for running down literally at the last minute and helping out. But which is cool though, because Paul was a volunteer at Sundance. We're gonna get more into that a little bit later, and he's brought swag, and we have our.
We have some swag. Well, you can't talk about Sundance without discussing swag,
sure,
which we will go into more later.
Yes.
Stella Artois is a sponsor from this year and previous years.
Okay.
And this is one of the perks of being a volunteer.
You get cool stuff.
You get some pretty cool stuff.
He's got cool. So we thought welcome.
Cheers.
And we thought we would do some product placement.
And drink fabulous wine out of our Stella Artois beer glasses.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
I've had a beer out of a wine glass before, so they're interchangeable.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
Nothing wrong with that.
No. This week in local music,
I was having her bounce up and down. I wasn't being filthy or dirty.
Oh, really quick, I also want to mention that this week we were supposed to have Jeff from Dogs R Us coming in to train little Rico and also introduce.
Needs some training.
Needs a little training. He's a little hyper. He's also introduced little Bodie, who is Jonda's dog. So Jeff is definitely going to be in next week. In the meantime, you can like Dogs R, letter R, Us, on Facebook. Visit their website at dogsrus.com, and they're there on 14th South and Main Street, so you can stop in. But Jeff will be here next week. Thanks for changing plans at the last minute. Okay, so this weekend, coming up in local music. Music! We have the CWMAs starting.
Okay.
The City Weekly Music Awards.
I love City Weekly Awards.
I do too.
All the categories. Super fun.
So Friday night there are 3 bands playing at Wasted Space, which I had no idea what this was. Did you know where Wasted Space is? 342 South State Street. The bar in the space that once housed Up Rock features game nights on Wednesdays, live music every Friday, never a cover for live music, and free pool all day on Sundays.
It's really close. That's like Exchange Place area.
Yeah, ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a great sushi place right by there.
Paul knows food, although I will say one of his favorites, his ultimate food group, is the bacon group.
Bacon. My aunt, I posted a picture on Facebook of bacon.
Yes.
And my dear auntie posted the funniest comment. She called it meat candy. I made fudge with bacon over Christmas.
I know. I tried some and I was
like,
here's
the bacon.
I'm a turkey bacon girl.
It's good.
CWMAs this weekend. Wasted Space is the bar with 3 bands. I'm going to read them so I don't mess them up. Dusk, The Numbs, and Brunel Washburn. So they're competing there. Over at Bert's Tiki Lounge on Friday night are 3 other bands, Pablo Black, The Trappers, and Bronco, and Bronco there at Bert's Tiki Lounge. So you've got 2 bars to choose from on Friday night. Saturday night, 2 other bars from which you can choose. You can go to the State Room downtown to see Holy Water Buffalo, Ryan Tanner, and Fictionist. Or if you're down in Provo, you can also head to Club Velour and check out the Polka Dots, Isaac Russell, and the Moth and the Flame.
But why would you be in Provo?
And then next week, if maybe you can't make it this weekend, then next week they have 2 nights of 2 bars apiece, and a whole bunch of other bands we'll go into next week. So you've got a veritable cornucopia of musical choices
of amazing local music.
Yeah.
Support the local.
Yay! Oh, whoops. Wait, which one?
Yay!
Local music!
Oh, jeez. Oh my God!
What does that even feel like? Rico, leave Paul's hat alone.
It's not horrible. I mean, it's not horrible.
Let's let's really quick here, and we'll,
Should we switch into our appropriate?
Yeah, let's Sundance up. Is this what you guys do as you prepare to volunteer every night? Time to Sundance up.
Time to Sundance up. I will be honest, when I first saw the jackets this year, and what's funny is alumni volunteers, we get to sign up for our schedules earlier than all of the other volunteers. New volunteers.
Thank you really quickly for letting me wear your Sundance last year vest.
Yes, this is last year's beautiful. It's a beautiful blue color.
It is.
Kenneth Cole loves Sundance, and he loves the volunteers. And if you have a chance, he did this amazing volunteer dedication video this year. It's available online to watch. Can I say the F word?
Yeah!
Fucking hysterical.
Yeah! I watched it!
And it's like a big, giant fucking family reunion. That's what Sundance is. That's what I've realized.
Which is cool.
My third year, and you'll hear this from a lot of the volunteers, it is wonderful to experience art and culture, but it's the connections and the people that you meet.
Yeah.
And you just love them. And if you live in Utah, you know that winter can be pretty tough to make it through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Particularly January.
Mm-hmm.
The days are still short, it's cold, it's miserable, inversion may be setting in. And Sundance helps my January fly by.
Yeah.
I fucking love Salt Lake City. It is my town. So, and I really do. And you know that.
I know you do.
I mean, I am from San Diego. I grew up hating Utah. That's another story for another time. This year, they're my family. They're my January family. They're my Sundance family.
So cool.
We have so much fun.
You look like it. Paul and his other friend Steve, they were featured on the Sundance volunteer page.
The main fucking page
I know.
of Sundance.org.
It was pretty cool.
I almost wet my pants when I saw it.
Me too.
Good.
I was like, well, float it in. Let's float it in. Floater. Yeah. See, there you go.
I
there's
posted
Paul,
that. I posted it.
And there's Steve. It was so cool. I'm like, oh.
It was amazing. And we were there for like 2 days.
So cool.
It was so funny.
What?
Of how to Sundance. So I'm always afraid that I'm picking stuff that's too mainstream. But you know what you got to do with Sundance is you have to pick what appeals to you. And so what you think you're going to love. Now,
So your favorite film that you titled as a must-see. This was actually, you labeled this a 4 for a good time call. And it's about 2 women who start a sex line. Well, really, you also call this, you labeled this one a 4, The Surrogate, as an excellent, and this is my one title, like quick, if I were writing a personal ad for this movie, my one quick synopsis of The Surrogate is 38-year-old guy with an iron lung seeks Helen Hunt to take away his virginity. I get overwhelmed by the
so I'm going to do a little plug for a local publication and a good friend of mine, Michael Aaron, Q Salt Lake.
Q Salt Lake
is fucking amazing. Gay or straight, Q Salt Lake. Awesome. And so, I mean, as a gay man, you support directors who are gay, even if they make a straight film. You support gay artists. You support gay content. So I went through his list, and that's how I made up a lot of my Sundance spreadsheet.
Like How to Survive a Plague movement and
Act Up, Fight Back, Fight AIDS.
Yeah, and it's a documentary, and they actually use footage from the 1980s and 90s when the AIDS epidemic was really rampant. I mean, that one sounded really cool.
You know, and it felt like, as a gay man in 2012, it's a connection with the men who came before. Documentaries are amazing. They may never get the widespread release, but they are some of the best films you'll see at Sundance, and they were some of my favorites.
And that's the thing. I love that you're talking about the films, because I think with Sundance, a lot of people here, well, and really all over the country and Hollywood and all that, they get really caught up in the celeb spotting and the stars and going to Park City and seeing all these people walking around in their fur hats and boots. And that's what it becomes. And to hear this side of it, Paul, this is really cool. I mean, this is what it's about. Okay, so let's talk swag.
So swag. So let's be honest, most of us know swag ends up at the DI.
Like my Roots beret from the Olympics.
Your Roots beret. This is from Sundance 11.
Yeah, and I've seen you in that.
And I wear this all the time. I love the color. It just works for me.
It keeps the dog from licking your head.
It keeps the dog from licking my head. This is a hot commodity, the film guide, okay?
The guide? Really?
The regular film guide, you can't find these. They disappear about a week before the festival. I have my accreditation, of course, which I get every year.
Yes.
And depending on the number of hours that you volunteer, your picture may be on it. I choose to do a little bit less because I actually want to participate in the festival. I want to be able to see films. Every 4 hours that you volunteer, you get a volunteer pass.
Oh.
This is 10. This is 12. That's 11. Every year, Brita Filter for Good, they give this to all the volunteers. They give it to pass holders, and they have water stations set up in every venue, so you're not, using too many bottles. They have fingertip things where you don't have to take your gloves off to operate your phone.
So cool.
And then transit guide, whatever. That's not a big deal. I didn't need that. So the past 2 years, we've gotten these beautiful silk scarves.
Oh my gosh!
From Acura did it for 2012. It's black and blue. In 2011,
that's what I'm
it's gray and blue, and they are so. Are they not amazingly soft?
They're so soft.
Look at that, Acura Sundance. Thank you. These scarves are.
And they're so nice.
You're gonna volunteer, bitches. You're gonna be at the roads.
Can I be part of this game volunteer?
Well.
I mean, I am the token tween. I'm the token tween.
You She's such a cute young boy.
It's time for, I'm glad that you can be part of the WTF segment, and thank you for stepping in for the very sick Jenica and Jonda. We're very sorry you're sick, but I'm glad that Paul could come and talk about kind of some inside Sundance, real film related stuff. This WTF is also Sundance related.
Okay.
And I was kind of telling you a little bit about this, and this actually came from an article in a UK publication, and I hadn't heard about this here, okay?
Okay.
But the title is, "This horror movie so terrifying it made audiences sick, ambulances called to screening at Sundance
Can I guess
Festival."
what it is?
Yes.
Was it The Pact?
No.
What was it called?
VHS.
Yes, no, I heard about that. I heard about that. And look, this is so funny. You're gonna love this. Look, VHS made my short list.
Did it? 2 moviegoers were treated by paramedics after witnessing graphic scenes. There was a reported incident where a third woman had to leave the cinema because she couldn't stand the suspense. Here is what the producer said. She said that people were forced to call ambulances, insisted it was a scary experience. And that was my question.
That's $1 million in ticket sales right there.
Was the passing out and shit staged, or was it for real?
I am not a big gore fan myself.
No.
So I don't know how suspenseful it was. I did not see it. It sounds like if it's anything like Blair Witch.
Thank you for filling in. Jenica and Jonda, get feeling better. We love you. We will see you next week. We'll also have Jeff, Dogs R Us guy here. And it's that time. Cheers!
Cheers!
Thanks.
Go local.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh my God.
What does that even feel like? Rico, leave Paul's hat alone.
It's not horrible. I mean, it's not horrible.